Hey friends, welcome back to another total body workout. Let's get started with our warm-up. Marching in place, hand opposite leg. This workout is going to be all bands. So we're going to start out with lower body. We're going to do a yoga squat, a calf bridge, side lying leg raise, and a side lying hip raise. Then our second set of moves are going to be upper body. We have a front raise, tricep extension, face pulls, and arm circles. Let's do arm circles forward. So it'll be a cloth band for the lower body moves, and then a rubber resistance loop for the upper body if you have them. You can try to use rubber for lower body, but they might roll up on you. Let's go back. And open and close. I do have an elevated surface out. That is for the cardio portion. So if you're going to do the cardio part today, you will need an elevated surface. 3, 2, 1. Let's take a few seconds to pop the band on. It's gonna be up around our thighs. Come back up to standing. We're gonna go into a yoga squat. So we're gonna hold those hands. We're gonna turn those hands out as we come down deep into that squat. And then rotate those hands as we come back up. If you are unable to go down that deep, you can just push those hips back and stay up a little higher in the squat. But if you can get down here, that's what I would prefer. We do not typically use a band for this move, but we are today. So just press out gently on that band. Same movement. Keep that core engaged. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Come down on your back. We're going to go into a calf bridge. That means we're going to stay in the upper portion of that bridge. So bring those hips up. We're going to lower down slightly and press back up. Now, you need to press out on that band. So if this feels really easy, you need to move your feet a little further apart, push out a little bit harder. Your glutes should be on fire even now. Like you should be feeling this. So if you do not feel it at this point, you might need a little bit harder band, or you might need to push out a little bit on that band. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to roll onto our side. We're going to extend one leg out. We're going to bring it up and resist that band on the way down. Three, 2, 1. Leg lift on the other side. Full transparency, because I always like to be transparent with you. I feel like shit today, guys. I don't know if we had a pretty sudden weather change. I don't know if it's that. I don't know what's going on. Woke up, didn't feel good. Still don't feel great. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the other side. We're going to go into that hip raise. So we're going to stack those legs up. We're going to push up through that bottom leg and our elbow. Try to push up on that band. I know it's going to be hard, but try to push up, and then we're going to lower ourselves down. So anyway, woke up feeling like shit. Continue to feel like shit all day. So I was like, what moves can I do that are going to be challenging? But 3, 2, 1. Swing those legs around, other side. Aren't going to make me feel like quitting. These are the moves that I came up with. So if you need a workout for when you do feel like shit also, Might save this one. Just save the URL. You can title it for when I feel like shit. And here you go. Here's your crappy feeling workout. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. I will say, all of my crappy feelings today are all kind of up here and not my stomach. I always say if it's your stomach, I wouldn't mess with that too much. I'd maybe just take a day off, rest, jump back in once that's kind of subsided. You don't want to push through like a flu or something like that. That's probably not going to pan out very well for you. Let's go into a yoga squat. Probably going to make it worse, last longer. But when it's up in like your nasal, head, congestion, that type of thing, probably push through that. Do a workout like this. Three, 2, 1, cast bridge. We're gonna bring those hips up, press out on that band, move those feet out if you need to. We're gonna lower down slightly, squeeze back up. It's a very small range of motion. Way over halfway done. Three, 2, 1. Leg raise. Three, 2, 1. Swing those legs around, other side. Three, 2, 1. Swing those legs around, other side. See that hip raise, so we're pushing through our elbow in that bottom knee, raising that top leg up as much as we can. And swing those legs around, other side. We're gonna have that one more time and then we'll move on to our upper body stuff. Go ahead and hook those hands. We're going to that yoga squat. Two, one, nice job. Cast bridge, one more time. Press head on that band. Hips up, lower down slightly, press up. Halfway done. Three, two, one. Leg raise. Three, two, one. Other side. Two, one. Go back, go into those hip raises. This will be the last lower body move. Two, one. Nice work. Okay, you're gonna pop that band off around our thighs. And we're gonna come up to standing because we will be standing for all of our upper body movements. We're using a rubber resistance loop. We have a front raise, we have tricep extension, face pulls, and arm circles. So we are going to be hitting shoulders, back, triceps, biceps, a lot of upper body, okay? So go ahead and put that band around your arms. We're gonna press out against that band. We're gonna raise up to about shoulder height and lower down. You wanna make sure you have a slight bend in your knees and your core is engaged. Ten more seconds. 2, 1, tricep extension. So we're gonna pin that elbow towards our back. We're gonna press back and resist forward. And friends, I apologize. I am not very talkative or uplifting today. Being honest, sometimes there are going to be days, there are going to be workouts where if you just make it through, that's a win. Right? 3, 2, 1, showing up, getting it done, getting it out of the way, keeping that habit. Keep showing up because you are the type of person that shows up even when all the circumstances aren't perfect. Sometimes we're just gonna have workouts like that. It is what it is. 2, 1. We're gonna grab that band, we're gonna do face pulls. We're gonna pull that band towards our face, squeezing our back muscles together as we pull those elbows out and resisting as we come forward. And I always like telling you all when I feel this way, because I have done a lot of workout programs in my life, and I just remember being so frustrated that the trainer never seemed like she had a bad day, or she never seemed tired or sore or sick, and then that made me feel at times like there was something wrong with me. Like, should I feel, you know, this overwhelming positivity all the time? And the answer to me is no, I don't think so. That's not life. That's not real. 3, 2, 1. Now, do I think you should be a Debbie Downer like all the time? No, that's no fun. We're gonna do arm circles. We're gonna bring those arms all the way up. Then we're gonna lower down, down, all the way back up again. Said, we don't need to be negative all the time. We don't need to complain about every single thing that happens to us. But also, we can just be honest with ourselves. When we're having a crappy day, we can just admit to having a crappy day and do it anyway, and then move on to tomorrow, and tomorrow will probably be better. But when we constantly think to ourselves, well, it shouldn't be this way, it shouldn't be this way. Well, tough, it is. That's life. Sometimes your kids wake you up 5 times in the middle of the night. Sometimes you wake up with a headache. 2, 1, sometimes you don't drink enough water. Sometimes we don't eat enough. Sometimes allergies will kick our ass, right? That's life. But instead of saying, well, it should be this way, I should be positive, I should be happy, I should be this. We can't say, I'm not. I got allergies going on, I feel like shit, I'm not happy about it. But we're gonna do what we gotta do anyway. And like I said, tomorrow it'll probably be better. But the important thing is though, is that I didn't take the day and just completely, flush it down the toilet when I am more than capable today of doing these moves. Front raise. Now on Monday, yeah, I think it was Monday, right? Yeah, Monday, when I had the stomach bug and couldn't record. That was a different kind of sickness. So, don't mess around with stomach stuff. That's no fun. Get your rest, get feeling better, then we jump right back to it. Three, two, one, tricep extension. Three, two, one, other side. Two, one, nice job. Face pulls. Keep that core engaged. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Resist as you come forward. Three, two, one, and let's do some arm circles. Pop that band on around your arms, press out, all the way up, down, down, and again. Three, two, one. Nice job. All right. One more time. Almost done with the resistance portion for today. For our cardio, we're going to do some progression moves, so that'll be fun. If you don't know what progression moves are, they either build or, you know, we shift the moves, like there's a similar movement, but we change it just slightly. So I like those because they tend to feel like they go by a little bit faster because you're not just doing the exact same movement through all 3 rounds. So if you're able to join us for that, please do. Go ahead and press out on that band. We're gonna do a front raise and lower. Keep pressing out on that band, 10 more seconds. 2, 1, tricep extension. Pin that elbow towards your back, press back, and resist forward. Three, 2, 1, other side. Three, 2, 1. Base pulls. Hopefully you checked your band before you got started with this. Always check your rubber resistance loops before you use them, especially on moves where you're pulling and extending towards your body. Take it from somebody who has snapped myself, I think like 3 times. I've snapped myself with the resistance loops and bands over, I mean, it's been over a 10-year period, so it does not happen often. But let me tell you, when it does happen, that sticks with you. It does not feel good. 2, 1, arm circles. Last resistance move of the day, friends. All the way up, down, down. Nice work, friends. Let's stretch it out. Cool it down. Start with that upper body. Hook those hands behind your back. Open that chest up. And pull that arm across. Press down gently. Other side. And triceps. Other arm. Nice job. Let's take those feet wide. We're gonna roll down and we're gonna walk our hands over to one foot. And walk your hands over to the other leg. Back up to the middle, roll on up. We're gonna stretch out our quads real quick. If you need to hold on to something, you can. Grab that ankle, push those hips forward. Other side. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Nice job today, friends. If you are done for the day, take a picture, checking in the community eye. We'll see you all tomorrow for cardio and some active recovery. I will see you all then. And our cardio moves. Like I said, you need some type of elevated surface. And what we are going to do is we're going to start with a march, jog, run. And we're going to do that every single minute that we do these moves. So we're going to march for the first 20 seconds. We're going to jog for the next 20 seconds. And then we're going to really push ourselves for the last 20 seconds. If you cannot run, you can jog. If you cannot jog, you can march. Whatever you can do there. And then we're going to do a step launch. So we are going to put a foot up on that platform and we're going to launch that leg up and down. So first round, we're going to do left leg. Second round, we're going to do right leg. And then the third round, we are going to alternate. Okay? Then we're going to go into a squat, squat, hop, and a landing jump. So first, just a regular squat. And then we're going to do a little squat hop where we kind of pick our feet up a little bit, hop a little bit in front of us, back up. And then we're going to do a landing jump where we come around, we come up to our elevated surface, hop off, and down into that squat. Again, if you cannot do something, do whatever the move is before it. Okay? And then we're going to do a sit-up and press. We're going to hold a weight for that move, so you will need a weight as well. And that is just a regular sit-up, and then we're going to press the weight up. Okay? So let's go ahead and start with marching. If you cannot do a sit-up, you can do a crunch. That is always an option for you. We're going to start with march. Then we're going to take it up a notch right now. And we're going to go into a jog. We're going to jog until we get to the 20-second mark. Keep that core engaged. And let's go. Push yourself a little bit harder. Three, two, one. Nice job. We are going to do a step launch. So we're going to start with our left foot. The left foot is up on the platform. Launch that right leg up. This is the entire movement here, yes. You're going to stick with one leg the entire time. That leg might get tired after a while. It's going to be okay. This is the longest our leg will have to do this movement. Because after this, we will do the right leg. It will do it for a minute, and then we will switch back and forth. Over halfway done. Three, two, one. Nice job. And we're going to start with a squat for this move. It's just a regular squat here, nothing crazy. Again, do not have to get super deep down into the squat. 2, 1. And we're gonna take a weight. Gonna hold it at our chest. We're gonna sit up. Once we are up in the sit-up position, we're gonna press down and then down. Again, if you need to, you can stay down here and crunch. Oh, my core is sore from those weighted tucks we did. I told you all though, didn't I? Those weighted tucks always makes my core sore. We're gonna go into the next round. So again, we're gonna march. This one is set up as a 20-20-20. So we'll march, jog, and run. And we're gonna jog. And run. So push yourself a little bit harder. Control the breathing. 2, 1. And now we're gonna put our right foot up on that platform. We're gonna launch the left leg. Halfway done. Nice job. And we're gonna do a little squat hop this time. So we're just gonna hop a little bit in front of us, going down to that squat, take a step back. Sit up and press again. All right, all the way up. Press that weight up. Resist on the way down. 1. All right, friends. Last round here. This time for the step launch, we will alternate back and forth the foot that we use. Might take us just a second to get that rhythm down, but we'll get there. And then we're gonna do a landing jump, and everything else is the same, so. All right, we're gonna start with marching. And we're gonna jog. And let's push ourselves a little bit harder, run a little faster. Two, one, nice job. And we're gonna do a step launch. So we're gonna come up with one foot, we're gonna step back, then we're gonna step up with the other leg. Might take just a second to figure out the rhythm. Just make sure you're switching back and forth. Almost there. Three, two, one. Nice job. Now we're gonna do a little landing jump. So we're gonna come up on our platform. We're gonna hop off. We're gonna catch ourselves as we land, push up, walk around. You can always use a bottom stair for this. You just hop off the bottom stair, do the same movement, turn around, get back up on the stair. Two, one, nice job. Sit up and press. Last move of the day. Two, one. Awesome work, friends. All right, let's go ahead and lay back. We're gonna take some deep breaths, hook those hands, deep breath all the way in and out. Another deep breath all the way in and all the way out. One more time. in. And all the way out. Okay, great work, friends. If you're done for the day, take your picture, check it in the community. I will see you all tomorrow for cardio, night to recovery. I'll see y'all then.